Alright, today I'm going to show a technique I know. People say there's a myth between painting white on black that you can't do. Well, there is a way. It's not the best way to do it, but it is a way to do it. And it takes a while, so if you're willing to learn, a little patience. So today I have this Retribution of Skyra Dawn Guard gentleman. He was cleaned and resprayed black, and we are going to show. I'm going to show you how I do it. So first we're going to take our gray, and you don't have to use a dark gray. I'm using a P3 Troll Highlight, and it's a simple way. It takes a while to do it this way, but you know, if you want to do it this way and you think you can do it this way, that's more power to you. Don't mind the brown sound in the background. So basically we're going to just dry brush him, basically. We're going to get him... So what it is white will not stay on black. We all know that. You can, it just takes a lot of coats. So, we're just going to give him a good, quick dry brush here. Pretty much, this all technique is dry brush. And then as soon as the white gets on here, then you can use your whites, basically. So, yeah, it's a little wet, but for a dry brush, it'll work. Get in there and get as much as we can white or gray, and then we'll do this. And then I'll have the tibby. So right now, other than a little touch up there, we've taken the model and we've given it a basic gray coat, and you can already see on the paint, if you use a lighter gray, how it's already turning dark a little bit due to the black. So that's what we wanted. We want that to stay dark, but at the same time we want to keep all the detail with the dry brush. We're not going to get this white, so this is just the first coat. So, alright, now that we have the model dried with the gray, you want to keep the darkness in certain recesses, like in this upper chest piece. You want to keep that recess in there. So we're just going to use some nun oil. We're just going to finish off this bottle of nun oil on him, and we're going to just ink him up, get the details back into his gear, and we'll try keeping it clean if we can, which sometimes is easier said than done. I like stroking up into the recesses when doing this. You'll see that he gets darkened in certain areas. You might not want him to be darkened. Don't worry about that. The white will eventually cover that up. So let's quickly do that. So now you can kind of see where some of the recesses are. They are still highlighted, and hopefully they'll still be highlighted when we go through and do this again. I'm going to just give it another little coat here. Remember, if you have it too dark in areas you don't want it dark, you can always take another brush and quickly swoop it up. Alright, so that will do it for this one right now. We'll let it dry, and then we'll start doing the white. Alright guys, so we're going back. We got him dry. So far he's dried.
Sorry, the camera's still kind of crappy. You can see where the shading went. So the next step of this technique is basically dry brushing. So I'm just going to use a standard white. I'm using a Formula P3 Merrill white as our normal white. So I'm gonna just get this dried out here a little bit, and like so. It's too wet yet. I didn't dry it enough. And took out some of the shade. Damn it. So there, after, it looks gray on the screen, but it really is white. It'll be the starting coat. Basically, let this dry, and then you give it another coat. About 2 to 3 dry brush coats, and it will be white. So, the myth is true, you can't paint black on white, because, case in point, here is a Star Wars Mini that was undercoated black. And we'll start dry brushing them right now. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. And I got their plastic. But, see, it does go white, but this also, gotta remember, this has had time to dry. I don't do constantly back to back. So, just a little bit of time to dry and you'll get white. But eventually it does look gray because of the black. So you have to do 2 or 3 coats. So, other than that, that's my little tidbit. You know, just gotta do multiple coats and it should go white. So, guys, have a good afternoon. Or day, or whatever, whenever you're watching this, and we'll see you soon.